hot. The weather here is so soupy. I'm in a vest today, guys and girls. I'll turn the camera so you can see not my sweaty body, but let me turn that round. So I'm sorry we haven't been able to put a video up. We haven't got anywhere that we can actually get out of this heat for the last week. And it's beautiful here, yeah? But it's been, today's 37 degrees, feels like 47 apparently. And it feels, man, look at this.
This is crazy.
Let me stop still a moment. See your comments. Hi, Sally. Don't worry, Mosley. Confuse yourself away. Hi, Sally. Traffic's not moving. I just wanted to go live because we're really struggling to get work done. There's going to be an accident here soon.
Sure, win, right?
Yeah, quaint little town.
Come to Hoi An, it's quiet, she said.
Yeah, come to Hoi An, the girl just said, and that's pretty much how everyone feels, I think. Come to Hoi An, it's quiet, it's a lovely little Vietnamese traditional town. My. No. Would you recommend Hoi An?
No.
I mean, look, if you're young, we met a lot of young tourists and they like it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very hot. It's obviously very busy, a lot of traffic.
Super hot. I can't even, I mean, I'm drenched. We've walked quite a way today and I thought I'll throw up the light. We tried to go a little live a little earlier, but we were out in a rice field.
Oh, that's nice. Bit of cool air. Pretty.
Pretty?
We stand here, wait for the traffic jam to get free.
So I'm going to cross this road again. I've got to get the other side because we're never going to get through that. I thought we might be able to walk down this street, but nobody. I'll turn the camera. You can see nobody's moving because they can't get through. There you go. Okay, we're going through somehow. You with me, Michelle? Give me a hand.
Yeah, I'm alright, I'm right behind you.
Oh man, does this look any better? Look at this.
Cars down there.
Okay,
We can get across.
we can get through this. Whoop, without burning my legs. Hold on to me. Can I get through there? Thank you. Okay, squeeze through here, Michelle. Get through? Nuts. Nuts. Oh, so this has been our life.
Yay!
This has been our life for the last 10 days or so. That's why I just haven't been able to get a video up, but I just wanted to come on and say hello and just get some questions answered. Oh. I've only got these green glasses, so you have to put up with me looking with the green glasses. Oh, KFC. Good dinner.
Somebody having KFC?
So it's a little bit quieter down here. Beep, 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 he said. He's got his own horn. Beep, beep, beep. She's having something to eat. I'm sorry, I hope you weren't eating. A bit quieter here, Michelle. So Sally, hello everybody who's in. I'll try and catch up on the questions maybe a little later on if I miss anything, because it's a little bit bedlam. We've been trying to get some work done. The hotel we're in at the moment, it's not got a lot of space, and the heat is just tremendous, isn't it?
It's horrendous.
I mean, it's been 37, 38 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Maybe you can just check that out for me. But
But it says feels like 46.
feels like 46, 47, 48 even. So that's what we've been. Amy, we're good. Hello, Amy. Homemade. I'm having homemade KFC. Very nice. So, chuck the questions up. We've just come into a quiet street. What time is it in this country? It is, in my country, where we are in Vietnam, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. Amy, we're good. We just walked about 5 kilometers because the sun's gone down and we thought it might be a little bit cooler. But it's actually still been pretty hot, and we just had a big rainstorm. So you're going to have to forgive me over the next however long. I'm going to try and get some work done, but really struggling. We're sort of in the stage at the moment of trying to work out where we can stop for a month or so and do some catch up. But I didn't anticipate being affected so much. I knew it was going to be hot in Vietnam, but I didn't anticipate it being maybe quite so hot.
I'm here too.
Oh no, I can't touch you. Can't touch. Can't even put my arm around Michelle. Look.
It has rained, but we're not wet from the rain.
So yeah, Hoi An, Vietnam. It's interesting. Very interesting.
I imagine everyone's come out at night because it is so hot in the day.
Yeah, in the daytime, nobody does come out. They tend to pretty much siesta the whole time from about 9 o'clock in the morning.
It's hot from then, isn't it? It doesn't start right till
The local Vietnamese, those of you that have been to Vietnam will know that the local Vietnamese tend to go down to the beach at about 5 a.m. And they tend to leave the beach as soon as the sun has really got up to that fierce point, so maybe as little as sort of 7 o'clock, so between 5 a.m. and 7, and then they're back. And pretty much from 9 o'clock onwards, it's too hot.
It is.
Yeah, it's just too hot. So then it doesn't cool down realistically till around about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening.
Or 7. We sometimes try to go out, but it's usually we don't leave it late enough, do we?
But we've also struggled to find a place to stay that suits us, and so we're in tiny little nice little places, but they're not suitable. How are you all? I'm moaning and moaning and moaning. I'm not moaning really. I'm quite enjoying it, but the only thing I got to wear is my lime green glasses. Mostly Jeb. Hello, Brits. Hi, Harold. Amy, how's Sally? Oh, I'm flicking my fingers up around the camera. Sorry about that. Do you like my bright lime green glasses?
So it's quite pretty round with the
Oh, hi, Sally. Sally's there as well. Like my lime greens with my yellow vest.
Setting a trend there.
It's a light yellow, but it's soaked in sweat. Let's sit down here a minute.
Top
Can we
step.
sit? Top step.
Top step, not bottom wet.
Oh. So we'll have a little sit. Whoops, Michelle's coming around the other side because it's a bit wet. Just had a big rainstorm. Where's everyone gone?
Yeah, something we said. Look at
The
this.
street just emptied. Look out. You saw how it was just a moment ago, right? Let me just turn the camera around. It's just Michelle, I,
A few stragglers.
and the lady over there. A few stragglers. Building up again.
They probably got. Oh yes, there's a big lot coming now. Probably couldn't get through that end.
Probably all blocked by a car at that end. We're having a bit of a dilemma, aren't we? We're really having a bit of a dilemma as to where we're going and what we're doing next. It comes to that stage sometimes when you travel that we meet a lot of people and they say, oh, it's lovely here in Hoi An, and then you ask them, they're in Vietnam for 4 days and back home. But I think we've been on the road a long time now and we need a bit of a break, and this heat is killing us. Killing me more than Michelle. I find the heat. You found this too oppressive.
Yeah, I mean, I normally can cope with the heat, but this is just too hot. It's horrible. Can't cope with this really.
So we're just
Saying. Tried sticky rice in Vietnam. It's incredibly good.
It is sticky rice,
And Henry said it's raining where he is.
black sticky rice
Oh yeah.
with the coconut milk. So, just to summarise, it's probably too long a video to summarise, because some of you will have come on and just saw all the bedlam back there and not maybe watched this far. But just to summarise, we're both fine. We haven't put a video up mainly because of a number of issues. I don't want to. Well, I can go into them, but they're boring. Really, we're really at the stage now where we haven't been able to. We've been trains and taxis. We keep arriving in places and finding ourselves just a little bit disappointed. You heard the girls earlier on walking ahead of us. Oh, isn't Hoi An meant to be a lovely, quiet town? Photographs of Hoi An. This is the problem with a lot of YouTubers and actually photographers and Facebookers and the like. They turn the camera to the most pretty sights of Hoi An, and everybody, rocks up here expecting to see that. And of course, when you get here, and you've got the old deer screaming across the road, and karaoke banging out from almost every corner, and traffic and horns and heat, and cockroaches and rats running across your feet. It's not quite the same. Now, if I were to turn the camera around and show you what we're looking at, and then put a little bit of sort of background music, stay with me.
Sorry, I'm watching the argument across the road. The two mango cake ladies are having an argument.
I'll turn it. You can have a look. See what Michelle's looking at.
Sorry.
So, a great deal of these destinations are flowered together with slow motion video and soft lighting, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers film these streets and make them look idyllic. And when you actually get here and you're walking down and you meet other travellers who say they wish they hadn't come.
So Henry's saying, guess where I live? Really hot, sometimes it rains. I'll give you 2 guesses. Vietnam?
Vietnam. Thank you, Amy. And I wish I could do more, to be honest. I wish I could do more. I've never been recognised as much as I am here in Vietnam, by the way. I keep getting people coming up to me say hello, which is nice. But big things are going to change very shortly. I filmed a lot of the journey down here, and I've got to just find somewhere to stop and do some editing. It's harder for me. I find it harder to edit unless you can sit comfortably at a desk somewhere and do some work. I'm getting a little tired of editing on a bed or on an uncomfortable hard chair. A lot of the chairs they put in rooms here in Asia are made out of this hardwood. You can barely lift the chairs up, but sitting on them for any length of time really numbs your bum. And Henry Alcott says Skegness.
Hot and rainy in Skegness. Just sitting and watching.
We sat with you just watching. I'm struggling a bit with Vietnam this trip. I enjoyed it more last time I came, and I'm struggling a bit this time.
I think we came early in the year and maybe it wasn't quite so hot.
It's not just the heat though. There's other things.
Yeah.
I think probably we're due a bit of a long stop somewhere. Get some. It's really hard. I love walking every day. I go out every single day and I walk for kilometres. I find it quite hard when you get up in the morning, have a spot of breakfast, and then you walk outside. It's just too hot. So I can't. The amount of times since we've been here or in any of the other cities we've been to, where I've walked out to try and go for a walk, and it's 40 degrees, but it's hotter than 40. It feels a lot hotter because of the humidity. And so I'm not getting the strolls, and that tonight we come out, we walk 4 kilometres, 8 kilometres by the time we get back. And and you get a lot of this. The guy just wants to take a photograph of his child with me. So he's happy. You got water. And you dehydrate so quickly in this heat. So how do you go out and film anything in this heat? That's the problem I've had. How do you go out and do the filming? What I'm seeing a lot of, and I don't want to fall into that trap, is people going out chucking a sort of camera down somewhere, looking at, you can do this. I wish this camera would turn when I wanted to. You can get a high definition camera, pop that up there, a little bit of operatic music. And it looks hunky-dory, but in reality, I'm trying to show you as it is. I want to show you places as they really are. And I don't want videos to go out like this, like I'm doing tonight, where I'm just saying it's too hot. The food, we've been to places also where the food has been really, really not good. There's another problem I have in Hoi An. And I was going to make a video about it, but I probably won't, but I'll tell you regulars about it. is you'll go up to, it's famous here for the banh mi, which is like banh mi is like a baguette sandwich. And you can go up to a lot of these banh mi sellers on the street and watch local Vietnamese buying the banh mi for between 10 and 15,000 dong. And they'll roll up time and time again. You'll say to them, can I have a banh mi? And they just double it straight away. It doesn't matter what store you go up to, they just double the price. So it always ends up being 20 to 30,000, and you'll be stood there, and another one will rock up next to you and order a banh mi, and they'll just blatantly just hand over 10,000, which is okay. It's cheap. I know it's cheap, but some of these stores that we go to, they don't rely on tourism. They are wholly 99% of their trade is local trade. So it annoys me a little bit when we pull up and they just double the price, because it doesn't make that much difference to them. It's not as if they're going to retire on it, but it's a sort of a little bit of a meanness, I think.
Just the principle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not even, because I know all over the world tourists pay higher prices, and you expect that if you go to a touristy destination, you know. But when you go to a local street shop, like we bought a Coke on the way down because we were drenched. We came across about 3 kilometers of rice fields in the pitch black. Shell's walking along, getting
all the cobwebs.
Cobwebs, because the rice fields are high. The cobwebs are across our face. Flies going in your eyes. We stopped in a little village, and I know the cost of a can of drink is about 10,000 dong, but you always see when you ask them, they always shout back, even though they're the one that serve everybody, they shout back to somebody in the back of the house or the back of the shop. How much should we, I understand a tiny bit of Vietnamese since I've been here, so it's basically, how much are we going to charge for Europe? And they just double the price, and it gets a little bit annoying. Not everybody's like that, but Hoi An, I'm finding, is like that. I think because in the main area where we are now, there is so much density of tourists. I mean, look, there's no locals walking past here. These are all tourists. As far as the eye can see, it's quietening down a bit down there now. So there are no locals, and I do appreciate that the prices will go up. But I think they've got that mentality in this town that you shouldn't ever charge a tourist the same price. So even when you get a little bit out of the town,
we've been quite out of the town.
Oh, way out of the town, and we'll go to places where there's just locals buying stuff, and you
watch, you see.
Yeah, you see them, because we've learned, Hai Baht, Won Nam. So we've learned how to count and how to ask prices and things. So you sit there and you watch them, and they're all, they pay 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, and you say, oh, can I have one? They go, 20,000. You go, oh. Or they go, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. You say, can I have one? And they go, 40,000, and you think, it's ill-spirited. You know what I mean? It's not done with any. They're not like thinking, oh, we can retire off of this, if we sell one Western tourist every sort of 9 days some food.
Sounds like unethical business practice.
Oh, there's no ethical business practice in these towns. Everything's, there's some. I'm going to say, if anyone ever watches this and is considering coming to Hoi An, don't do it. Watch a video on it, put your headphones on, listen to music. You will see, look at the girls here. Now that's going on Instagram, look. See? So she's doing the photograph, that'll go on Instagram.
I don't know how anybody gets the street of lanterns with no people in it.
No.
They must come at first thing in the morning. The sunrise.
Well, the girl was saying the other day she went to a place and they were all the tourists were trying to get ahead of the tour guide so they could get a photograph without all the thousands of tourists in. So they're also trying to reach out with their cameras ahead of all the thousands of tourists and take a picture of maybe a lake or something like that, so that they can pop it on Instagram. But behind them, there's about 10,000 tourists all shouting and dirt and noise and things. So Hoi An is not my least favourite city. It's a perfectly good place to come. I wouldn't come in the. Oh, take a look at this guy. These are not my favourite people. There's nothing nice. They're all right if you're paying the money, but these guys, you've got to watch them. They're terrible scammers. So what was I saying? Sorry, I've lost track. So yeah, I mean, certainly if you want to come to Hoi An, don't come in the summer months. It is appallingly hot, just unbearable. You can't. This street here where we're in, I guarantee you, from 9 o'clock in the morning till probably about 6 o'clock at night, there's no one on this street. It'll be completely empty. So everybody's rushed out their hotels now. Oh, there's a little tour. Man with a flag. Man with a flag. Here comes the tour group. I'll let you watch the streets. They're very quiet this stretch.
There's a good bit place to sit. Oh, another one. Must be quite good, that blue lantern.
No, I didn't get that unethical practice in Japan. The online one, no, sorry. No, we found the Japanese to be exceptionally honest.
Yes. We didn't really have any issues, did we?
No, we found the Japanese to be amazingly honest and often quite kind. And I find the same with the Vietnamese, to be honest, but I find there are pockets, like Hoi An, this town, and Sapa. Oh, look, there's some videos I'm going to be putting up that are going to be blunt about parts of Vietnam, but there are some parts of Vietnam where there aren't so many tourists, and you'll find the Vietnamese to be the loveliest people. But and actually in Hoi An as well, they're lovely people. But in these tourist dense areas, they're still lovely. I mean, look, if I were to go into this shop behind me now and chat with the lady, she'd be sweet as.
It's just that they've tried, you know, the paying the double. They've tried it, it works, and nobody questions it most of the time. So, you know, why shouldn't they do it? Probably.
Yeah, I actually met a guy and I said to him, "Oh, they charge you double at the food stalls," and he said, "Yeah, but we have more money than them," and it really annoyed me because I thought, well, to be honest, I see enough Vietnamese in this area rocking up and down the streets in Jaguars and Lexuses and Mercedes, and I suspect they've got a fair bit more money than he had. He was just a regular traveller, and I reckon they've probably got a fair bit more money than he has. Something they keep coming in for. What are they looking at? I'll take you in here, have a look. They make the shoes here. These are often handmade shoes.
These are all leathers?
Yes, all leather.
Thank you so much. We'll come tomorrow then. Thank you. Nachi, chocolate.
You're handmade?
Yes.
And how much are a pair of sandals like this? 400,000 dong. Thank you very much. That's the next scourge of travelling that's happened over the last 8 years maybe. Michelle, they can't be bothered to speak to you because I'm on my phone.
Oh, yes.
She'd be on Facebook, nothing particular, and it's like she just pointed me quickly towards a sign that said 4,000 dong and straight back to Facebook or WhatsApp. That's happening all over. How would you like it if I did videos of travel and just grumped and moaned about everything? Because that's the way that's the way everything's coming out here in at the moment.
Oh, you need that winter coat.
This is what I could do with it in that moment, Michelle.
I think so.
Paddington Bear coat.
Yeah, you need that one.
Oh, can you imagine?
Particularly with the hood.
Beautiful. It gets hot most of the year. Oh, then you imagine this street, right? How many tourists they see each day. But the mobile phone is really, the smartphone has really destroyed customer service in many countries in the world. Used to be a time you used to walk down the streets and people would come up and pester you, to be honest, for stuff. And so that's a nice thing. They don't do that anymore. But they generally don't do it because they're all sat. I like this. Who likes that? Now that's all samples, but I'd wear that as it is. So they've actually, I think they've done it in different colours deliberately, but I actually quite like that. And I like this. Many years ago, I almost bought a suit very similar to this. Ladies, what do you think of this? Now see the lady here, she's also just put down her phone to
Just checking you out.
see whether I was going to buy anything. Let's have a look in here. Look at this artwork. Very pretty. Come and have a look. That's nice, isn't it? Sort of impressionist. As you get closer, you can see. Whoops! You can see the paintbrush work. So that's really nice. Look at this. How pretty are they? Nobody here. No. Nobody here to ask the prices. Nobody there. Oh! Oh, hello. Hello. Come say hello. How are you? Our first thing was don't take photographs. We don't take any notice of that nonsense.
Oh, was you saying you're not to take
Oh,
photographs?
she was saying don't film. Wow,
Coming through.
little child coming through. Hair plaiting. Yeah, they will tell you not to take photographs of the artwork because, of course, they're not plagiarising. They're not plagiarising almost everything and anything. Everybody's wearing this. These banana hats and these banana shirts. It doesn't look good. Are you happy walking down here? It's a lot quieter down this street. I like this street. So this is a bit of a walking street.
See, it's better without the traffic, isn't it?
Oh, this is better than just sat down on the step, isn't it, everybody?
I feel a bit of a breeze. You might be heading towards the river.
Oh, yeah, this is nice. This is picking up a little bit. This is feeling a bit cooler. It's got to get way into the night before it gets really cool, but it's getting there. We've had a big rainstorm, so it's chilled it down. Look at this ahead of me. How nice is this? What's this stuff on The reds, the colours in the reds are not coming through probably as bright as they should. Of course, I don't know how good the connection is. How is the picture? Here go the Instagram pictures. There's another Instagram picture. Podong. Instagram's super popular at the moment, hey? Imagine the amount of red lanterns have gone up on Instagram on this street just today. Okay, if any of you would like to Insta that. Red. I think my. I think we've got. Look, we're stuck between traffic coming through.
Safety first. Safety first.
Cocoa Box Cafe
Farm shop.
Farm Shop.
Little balcony at the top there. Look. Just spot her photo.
Just photobombed her. Oh, and she was angling it. I thought of for a moment trying to get me in it. It's possible. I've had a fair bit of that in Vietnam. Look at these lanterns here. So we are in. We're in a part of Hoi An I haven't been able to get to until today. It is prettier, right?
You're not posing, Max.
Look at me, dressed in a sweaty vest.
Cooling down now.
Oh, are you cooling down?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm already sweating.
True.
But I am cooling down. So we're going down towards the waterfront.
Oh, look, they've
This should be nice.
on the
I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh. Okay. This is what I wanted to see. So you're lucky if you stayed this long. This is what we've come to see. I will turn the camera and you tell me what you think of this. Not there yet. Get in there.
Hey, did it go?
No,
Tomato?
thank you. Now this lady, what do you want?
You want the box? Small box?
No, thank you.
Small box around.
How much?
How many people?
Hang on, let's count.
2 people?
1, 2.
200 dong for 2.
Not now, but thank
Now
you.
better. Now later finish, 9 o'clock finish. Now it's better.
So this is what we've come to see. So it's
Yeah, for
200,000
2 people.
to go out on these pretty little boats. Look.
Trying hard.
Oh. Hang on. So you've got these little tiny boats, little fishing boats. It is beautiful. See if I can Yes, Mosley, happy time. You're welcome, Amy.
No, thank you.
100.
They're waiting to get on the boat.
Oh, are they?
I think they might be.
No, she wasn't.
Go to boat.
No, no,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Land boat. 20 minutes. 2 people, 1 boat.
No, thank you. How much is it?
200.
It's always 200, yeah? Say hello. She's very pretty. She's come up,
She knew you
tapped me
didn't
on the
want it.
shoulder. She knew she'd already been there when the other girl asked.
No, is it 200 regardless of how many go?
I think probably it is. Yeah, that's not too bad though. What is it, 200? How much is that, Michelle? Do the maths for me, mathematician.
It's 10, isn't it? So it's about 12 Australian, I reckon.
Not bad.
Not bad. 20 minutes, apparently.
Yeah.
Go now. Go now.
No, thank
Go a
you.
little now. Let the light of the finish.
I know.
Now and the back.
Okay.
Right. You want to go first time I go.
Hey, Tammy.
Is she getting on?
How are you? Tammy, you just missed me moaning about the heat. I've had a big old grump today. I said to Michelle, I've got to go online and just explain to people why I haven't got a video up for a little while because it's been so hot. And then we come across this beautiful Hoi An waterfront with all the lanterns, and it cheered me up no end. Yeah, it's 37 today, Tammy, and it feels like 47. So I don't know what 47 degrees Celsius. It really feels like 47. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's 37 Fahrenheit. But the humidity and the hello. So I was having a bit of a suck and a grumble, but now the weather's cooled down as it did yesterday as well. Didn't feel like it was for a little while, did it?
Oh no, I think because the rain was coming and it was just getting hotter and soupier.
Oh,
and
yeah, yesterday, I can put my arm around it now. Yesterday, the rain threatened to come and it didn't come. And the girls were at the hotel, were packing everything up because of the rain. And they, let's get those lanterns behind us. Maybe not. So
we got a bit of a breeze, didn't we, for about 10 minutes?
the rain threatened. Today, we actually were walking down here through the rice paddies, through the fields. And a big rainstorm came down, so you can see the floor is wet probably. And I think that's cooled everything down, which is just so welcoming. Wow, there's a lot of people on that boat. No, not too near the edge itself. That's a straight drop down. So that little boat's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, another one's getting on. Now these two are going. So yes, I just haven't been able to do any work because of the locations we've been in and because of the heat. So we've been in too many different locations. We need a stop. We desperately need a stop. So things are going to have to change over the next sort of week or so.
5 on that one.
5 on that one?
Yeah.
Không có gì đâu. Đây đây, xuống đây đi. Có gì đâu. Không có kịp tài. Xuống đây xuống bà nè.
What great little business for them though.
Chị mới thằng cái nào. Chịu đó ông điên. Ông sợ ông kêu là bà nó không biết bà chủ à. Rồi trong cái chịu điên nó lắc lắc chị điên bà chủ đó.
So they use the one paddle like the coracle.
Yes.
Oh, sir.
Thank you.
Nó đi lại.
Hi Ahmed. Yeah, the Instagram ops. I think there's more.
20 minutes around on the river.
There are more Instagram opportunities here.
Only 2 people, 1 boat. Around on the river.
Lantern's actually on the water
Lantern.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boat and the candle together. 20 minutes around. You go to reach anywhere.
Watching the Wolves versus Man City on my
Where you
phone.
from?
Australia. Where you
Ồ,
from?
cái đài mấy. Vietnamese. Ozi. Ôi, ôi, ôi.
They know their stuff. Say that again. Say Aussie, Aussie.
Ôi, ôi, ôi.
Oi, oi, oi. G'day, mate.
You got time?
From America.
American, I don't know. From Japan? Hola.
Oh, Japan. I'm from Japan.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
From England, lovely chocolate.
Oh, from where?
England.
England, lovely jubbly.
Yeah.
Come say. Come say to the people in England, lovely jubbly. Come on. They're watching. We're watching.
You got a boat right. You got to take the boat right.
Say lovely jubbly.
I know, you got the boat
Go
right.
say lovely jubbly.
After lovely chocolate. You got the boat right.
Lovely jubbly.
20 minutes.
Not tonight. Maybe we're moving up. I think we might move to a hotel down near here. Our hotel is about 5 kilometers away from here. Oh, it's going to hit me, it's going to hit me. Oh, it's not going to hit me. These boys are always doing this, aren't they?
You can't follow that. They're coming down.
Coming down. Right. Okay, go. I'll follow, you go.
Can you see it? Oh, shooting star.
Well, you're meant to catch it like this fella is. Oh, lovely jubbly. They're English. Lovely jubbly. You say you're Australian, g'day mate. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. You say you're from Japan, they say Coca-Cola. It's a bit of a bummer, considering Japan has very little connection with Coca-Cola.
And if you're from America, she didn't know.
No. I think maybe I think if you're from America, she probably would say Coca-Cola. So funny. There are thousands of these all the way along this coastline. They've got these boats, you can see them out. These ones are slightly... Oh, no, they're the same. Down packed. So Michelle and I are thinking of getting a hotel down near here. Is that what we were thinking?
Maybe, yes, somewhere.
And we'll do a little bit of filming if we do. If we don't, it's because we've melted into obscurity and we've taken a plane to sort of Denmark or something like that. Because it's getting close. It's getting close to that, isn't it?
But it's okay tonight, you see.
It's nice. And actually,
So maybe we need to be a bit nearer.
the hotel we're thinking of staying in, it's just over there, I think. Yeah, just over there somewhere. Oh, hello. Oh, the price just dropped. The price just dropped. Oh, you went half an hour too early.
350 for 4 of us.
Oh no, it just went down.
Was it good though?
Yeah, it was great.
There you are then.
That's good.
Hi.
I think closer towards the end of the play they'll be saying, "Come on for 50." that was cruel, Michelle. But the lady just there, she said 150. On the boat 150. So we know the rate, don't we?
We do. You see? You don't go with the first one that approaches you.
And that group just got off, and the guy said he paid 350
Before.
for 4 of them, though. Ahead of us.
But you could backtrack and say 150 each.
No, that's not going to happen. She was.
It's the way she whispered it.
Yeah. She was surely offering at 150. I suspect if we hang around here closer to closing time, you'll be getting a 50,000 ride. So that was the update. We just wanted to say hello. I'm going to get off. Should we get off, Michelle?
Yes, we get off.
Yeah, get off.
We've cheered up now.
We've cheered up a little bit. The weather's cooled down for this evening, but overall not feeling 100%, I must admit, and that's not poorly. It's not a case of getting better or anything.
Wolves won, Man City. I didn't read the last of it. Sally says stay safe.
We will, Sally. Loved you all. We realise we haven't been able to get videos up. It is all to do with heat and travelling at the moment. It's just I can't quite get there. So we'll get there soon. We have been filming, so there's lots to actually share. But loved you all from
A little bit less soupy, Hoi An.
a little bit less soupy Hoi An. Take care, and we'll see you again very shortly. Be good. Loved you. Thanks for joining us.